comes. Careful there, old geezer. Late again, Dennison.
I had a rough night. Okay?
If this happens one more
It won't. I'll hook on the trailer and be out in a second. Hand over the routing sheet. Boss.
There won't be any routes today, Mr. Dennison. The county, in appreciation of your work as a good Samaritan, on the 20th of September, on the Brody Canyon Bridge, would like to offer you a guided visit of the police station.
Bastard.
Like, where's he gonna go?
Oh. I am an American citizen. I have rights.
Really? That's what you're gonna yell?
Does he?
I do. And now I'm one driver short, thanks to the county.
Fishing this Sunday. I'll get the bait.
Funny, the small town vibe thing going on here.
Normally, in these cases, my assistant plays good cop and I play bad cop. But unfortunately, since you two started off on the wrong foot, I've got to do it all. So, it's your pick. Which role would you like to see me in?
In the role of a beaner? See?
Oh, great. So he's gonna be racist. Cool.
I pick.
Oh, is the hat his?
Real ugly.
Cooperate and nothing happens
If
to
you
you.
cooperate and tell us everything that happened at the bridge that morning, well, I can't make any promises, but you'll probably get off scot-free. Or just about.
I have no fucking clue what you want me to tell you.
I see. We found the cap at the bottom of Brody Canyon. Are you going to deny that it's yours?
Must have fallen when I was saving a goddamn life.
I found it over 200 yards from where you held Miller down.
It was windy, for Christ's sake.
True. A little. Blowing the other way, though. I'm sure you know the minimum sentence for what you did. And I'm assuming you also know that a lot of the guards at those big Sur prisons are... How did you put it before? Beaners? I'll personally see to it that they know what you think of them. That is, unless you tell me everything.
I guess good cop didn't work. New approach? Unfucking believable.
Also, there's so many big Sur prisons.
I'm surprised you haven't said the thing about talking to a lawyer first.
I don't talk to lawyers.
Okay. I'll do the talking if you want.
They're all a bunch of... Hey, what are you doing with my phone there?
Saving you the trouble.
I have my rights.
Let's see. Lawyers?
That's illegal. I'll report you.
My, you need a lawyer for that. Any favorites in your contacts?
Son of a bitch.
I'll pick again. In fact, I have a few candidates right here.
Hello?
Sheriff Reyes, why is this number in Barry Dennison's contact list?
Barry who? Oh, he looked decent on the app. I deleted his number after the first date.
Bitch.
Thanks, Miss Thompson. An agent will call you shortly.
Interesting. Go for crazy bitch. Oh, that's her
What do you think
phone.
it is? Oh boy. Looks like someone named Brainless Loser Barry is calling crazy bitch.
Why do we need to do the golden blonde then?
Hey, how's my favorite customer?
Detained. Sheriff Reyes speaking. And you are?
Oh, Tom DeLucci, owner of the Golden Blonde. So, what did he do?
When was the last time you saw him?
Can you tell me when you saw him last?
Yeah, sure, always happy to cooperate with the police, Sheriff. He came to the club, I'd say, a few weeks ago. Spent big money on girls and drinks.
How much did he spend?
How much is big money?
Almost 10 grand. Listen, if
Jesus.
he stole it, I had no idea. My clients prefer I don't ask, you know?
Fucking greaseball.
We'll be in touch, Mr. DeLucci.
So he got paid big money to do that.
We find your hat where it shouldn't be. Your number where it shouldn't be. Maybe we should stop playing games, huh?
Sheriff, I just...
I've got your lady friend's body over in the morgue. And good cop or bad cop, you're looking at a first-degree murder charge.
I didn't. She jumped.
From the beginning, Dennison.
Not very smart.
She came on to me at Lawrence, and I thought I'd be getting laid that night, but she gave me $200 up front and promised me 10 grand if I helped her with something legit. No strings attached. I had to be at the Brody Canyon Bridge a few days later at 4:30 a.m.
But what is her game? Because that's definitely not her body. Revenge. The psychopathic mind that has suffered torture and abuse only murders circumstantial obstacles. It reveres harsher punishments for its real victims. Beyond Murder and Psychopathy and Many Faces of Torture by Julia Lomas. So he's passed out. So even he thought she jumped. Okay, so she was wearing that outfit.
Oh no. What the hell? Is that a stiff? Darling, you can count me out. No way.
You think I'm capable of killing somebody? He's asleep. Sort of. I just wanna scare him a little. Make him pay.
What? What did he do to you?
He abused me. But I don't want to talk about that.
Oh, sure, yeah. All right. What do I have to do?
Wait.
Okay. What are we waiting for exactly? Empty the trunk. Frame you for murder. Frame you for drunk driving. Oh, you being him. Get rid of the car of traces of me or Jenny. So where the frick is the baby going? And how is that gun stuck to her tights? Like, what's going on here?
See you in the insane asylum, sweetie.
Again, what on earth did he do to her that was so bad that she needs to put him in an insane asylum? Like, what? I mean, I know she's a psychopath, and there's an obsessive thing going on here, but like, why is she obsessed with him in the first place in such a negative way? What do we got? Ooh, let's see here. Take bottle out. Throw that in the car. I guess not. Gotta go throw it in this side of the car. Got it. Glove compartment. Put the gun away. Again, where's the baby? Because they didn't find a baby. So did she drop baby off somewhere? Because baby's no longer in the backseat. Gosh, be so careful and then just carelessly chuck evidence out. That'll be easy to find later.
There's no sign of any babies or this Fey woman.
Hey, frame me for drunk driving. How do we put the bottle in the car, though? Am I supposed to put it on you? Serve you a drink? Okay, and then I guess push the car out, right? Or take the syringe out. Oh, we're gonna toss the syringe into the forest too? Goodbye. Do I hit the trucker with it? No, not going that way. Okay, alright, cool. Oh, this is, I have to wake him up. That's right. Stick a syringe in you.
Not me. Not now.
Right, because I figure by the time we're ready to actually stick the syringe in him, he needs to be ready to go. Give the wake-up alarm to truck driver. Pay truck driver. Get you to lose your mind. Okay. Let's talk to him. Oh, because he's supposed to give that to him.
What is it?
In your hand or in your vein?
God, he's so awkward. And then I gotta pay you. How did she get that kind of money?
It's a lot of money.
What?
If you mention any of this to anyone, you won't have time to spend it.
Creepy, she's creepy, she... Oh yeah, tuck it in your junk. That's cool. Alright, and off goes the car.
You. Come. Push.
God, he really doesn't ask much.
Come on.
No questions asked. Why are we pushing a perfectly good truck over the edge? Who is this guy? Why does he deserve this craziness? Oh my god, the cat was in there? The fucking cat was in there?
Oh, shit, that's my favorite.
Forget it. Wait here.
Why is she going down that way? She gonna scale up it? Why would you do that? You're kidding. There's nothing to even grab onto. What are you doing? What is she, Spider-Man? She's free climbing. She's got no ropes, and there's not even a. She's not even grabbing onto handholds here. Why on earth wouldn't you just go on the bridge, tie yourself off, and swing under to do all your shit? Like, what? God, she is insane. Like, nothing before has shown how insane she is, but this. Oh my god, it's Jason Bourne. Or Laura Croft with that outfit. Ew. So what, is she bungee jumping? Is that how she's going about this? God. Like, any normal person in this situation would go, "You're doing what?"
He'll wake up. Don't let him see you. He'll end up coming towards me. Follow him.
Dad!
Still groggy from all the drugs, right? how did that physically work? There's no way. The tie would have to have been up on the top of the bridge. But who is at the bottom?
Make sure he doesn't kill himself.
Let go! Let go of me!
Then call the police and report an attempted suicide.
Yeah. I'm on the Brody Canyon Bridge. I just saved the life of some guy who was trying to jump off the bridge. And, they came. And that's it.
You know what, Dennison? I believe you.
So, I'm clean? Innocent?
No. Wouldn't go that far.
How could you have left out the part about the baby?
What baby?
There was no baby there. So either she dropped the baby off somewhere, or he just didn't notice there was a baby. But I don't know how she would have done any of that with a baby.
Sorry I always keep you waiting. Harley was still printing the Horowitz file for me.
Whose file?
Lisa E. Horowitz. One of the 3 women to rent a car at Wong's just before Faye popped up at Miller's place. And considering her age, the only one who could be our buddy. I asked Harley to get us some details on her. We could take a look at it, if you want.
And I
That
thought
means-
this only happened in movies.
Welcome to my life. Would you rather take one last look at the board before reading her file? Do a run-through of the investigation?
Let's check the board.
Just in case, I'd like to take a closer look at it.
Okay. Where should we start?
So, but if that girl was murdered and she stole her car, then that was like over 9 months ago, clearly, because there's a baby involved. Unless a baby shows up in a month and he's just extra confused by that. That doesn't make any sense.
The Franklin's ranch has a lousy cell phone service, so somebody cut their landline so they'd have no means of contacting anyone. The same night that Samuel Franklin was murdered, and just a few hours before Dennison called the police, claiming Ed Miller had tried to commit suicide at the Brody Canyon Bridge.
But why? And also, do they still believe that body is her?
We know that on October 8th of last year, she showed up at Miller's house, slept with him, and vanished, only to show up a year later with a kid, Jenny, supposedly the daughter of Miller, who she's been gaslighting and drugging for weeks, disguised as his mother. Her motive? Revenge. According to what she told Dennison, Miller abused her. Do you think that could have happened?
No.
Ed is afraid of committing to a partner, maybe because of his family history. But he doesn't fit the pattern of behavior of an abuser, much less a rapist. But the thing that puzzles me the most is, why did her plan backfire? Did she just slip, and that's it? Did she get her revenge, and then decide to end it all? Or what are we missing?
Or is that not her and you're missing the fact that she's still alive?
There was a men's suit in a bag we found under the bridge,
So she
which
did take the
Faye
suit
wore
off.
to look like John Miller, who'd committed suicide by jumping off the same bridge. There was also a neuroleptic, likely used to put Ed Miller to sleep. Rock climbing equipment, key to a vehicle we have yet to identify.
Maybe it was her getaway car.
Maybe. Faye paid him $10,000 to help her execute the last part of her plan. Together, they pushed Ed's car into the canyon.
Later, Faye dressed up as John Miller, waited for Dennison to wake Ed up, and pretended to jump off the bridge. But wearing a harness with a rope hook to it, she hid right under the bridge and put the disguise and the climbing equipment in the duffel bag, while Dennison made sure Ed didn't jump and called the police.
Yeah, because if she was going to end it for herself, there's no need to go to all that. She would have just jumped straight up.
Faye reenacted with total precision the accident in which Maddie Miller died. As well as her daughter. Ed Miller claims that his daughter, the new Jenny, was in the car. But the only evidence we have of her existence is a picture found on Faye's phone.
On top of that, Faye wanted to make extra sure to frame Ed, so she planted a gun in the car, the exact same one that killed Samuel Franklin, and a bottle of whiskey, which is exactly what John Miller had been drinking before he killed himself.
But like, why did she murder Samuel Franklin? That doesn't make any sense.
We know for sure that the bullet that killed Samuel Franklin came from the gun found in Miller's wrecked car, and which we now know was planted there by Faye. It's no secret that she wanted to frame Miller. So she may possibly be the murderer, but why did she kill him? What did Samuel Franklin do? What did he know?
Well, maybe he confronted her on something that he saw, and that's why.
Frankly, after 4 days of searching, I'm starting to lose hope. I really want to believe she's still alive, but
Something tells me we'll find her.
I hope so. Thanks.
Unless Esther Franklin is the one who murdered her husband, gave Faye that she's the accomplice. Watch, that turns out to be
Ed has
true.
several issues that are not usually seen together. To start with, the death of his family at the hand of his father, which contributed to his becoming the most cynical patient I've ever treated. Then, there's the repression of that trauma, spurred on by his Aunt Claire. And finally, somebody arriving who is capable of harnessing that trauma to intentionally drive him crazy.
And is that the case? Is he crazy?
Crazy is a very relative term, but if Faye's aim was to strip him of his sanity, she did not manage to do so.
Mostly because of her help.
Well, I'd say I've got a pretty clear picture. Let's look at the file.
So this
Great.
is the girl who actually rented the car. If that's actually fair
This
or
is
not.
Lisa
Oh,
Horwitz,
yeah.
the day she graduated from Yale as a psych major, also as valedictorian.
Oh,
Anything
God.
come to mind?
Psych majors always are crazy. Let's be real. I should know. I was one. Let's see here. Find out if she's Faye. Well, look at the picture.
This isn't her best picture, but it's pretty clear this could be the same person.
Or you got somebody that looks very like her.
Faye told Ed that she just graduated as a psych major.
So it all adds up.
Let's see here. I mean, you could just show him the picture. Like, why wouldn't that be the number one thing you go for? What are we missing here? The vial.
Her studies would explain why she had knowledge of the narcotic effects of that drug, wouldn't it?
Valid.
Maybe.
Let's see what the file says. Daughter of Peter and Marlene Horowitz, upper middle class, They were well off. They both died when Lisa was a little girl. Should we stick the picture on the board or skip to the next one?
Let's stick it on the board.
I can see a few connections here.
You're the boss.
Well, let's see the picture. Okay. Yeah, it looks very similar to his dad and or him. So if they died when she was young, she's trying to somehow relive some power fantasy there.
Father and mother died when she was a child. Her story resembles Ed's.
But then why would she put somebody else through the trauma that she's also felt?
How did her parents die? Could she have...
No. Cancer. Colon and throat. Within a span of about 2 years.
Wow, kind of shocking.
I guess her family's social standing explains why a 23-year-old girl would have $10,000 on hand to give to Dennison.
Right. Though, with everything she seems to have done, I wouldn't be surprised if she got the money through other, less legal means. Now for the fun part. After her parents' death, she became depressed. Self-harm, suicide attempts. She spent several months in the New Jersey Psychiatric Hospital. Possibly the most expensive one in New England.
Rings a bell. I think a patient of mine went there. Who was it?
The night before she was going to be released, her best friend from the hospital got drunk and jumped off the roof of the building. Isn't it odd that her best friend from the hospital killed herself by jumping off a building and that she ended up the same way?
Yes. Maybe she jumped too. Maybe she was trying to emulate her. But why?
Isn't it ironic that a former psychiatric patient would pursue psychiatry?
It makes sense. A few people in my class had similar backgrounds. Some did it to get to know themselves better. Others wanted to give back, help people who had gone through something similar.
See? What did I say? Alright.
Her friend got drunk right before committing suicide by throwing herself over the ledge.
Like Miller's father.
Jeez. Why is everything so convoluted?
Okay. So then, but what does that have to do with him?
After everything that happened to him as a kid, never go to a psych hospital?
He almost did, but his Aunt Claire kept it from happening. She took him home to San Bernardino and essentially brainwashed him, burying most of his negative memories.
When she was
Lovely.
released, Lisa went back to New York under the guardianship of her paternal grandmother, Diane Horowitz, who a few weeks later fell down the stairs, breaking her neck.
Jeez.
What do we do with this one? Stick it there or pass?
Put everything up.
Don't you feel like her grandmother's death is too much of a coincidence?
Yes,
Yep.
absolutely.
It's like this certain
What
connection
does
there.
this woman have against the elderly? Why does she go through so much trouble keeping Miller alive, but then go and kill his neighbor like it's nothing? This is from a couple of years ago. A climbing wall in her neighborhood in New York.
Surprise, surprise. So, wait a minute. She learned to free climb a bridge with no handholds from a climbing wall? Yeah, that tracks.
Another coincidence?
There's no question. Lisa is our Fae. What? You're still not sure.
I've been wrong too many times not to have my doubts.
Show
And this
him
is from
the
a few
picture.
weeks ago. Lisa Horowitz applied for a position as a psychiatrist in training at the only psychiatric hospital in our county, and she got it. She's supposed to be starting at the end of the month, though I doubt she will.
She might be, though. I'm still not convinced she's dead.
Why would a wealthy young woman from New York with an outstanding academic record want to work at a hospital with such a poor reputation and so far from home? The doctor who was assigned to Ed at the hospital before Robert Kerrigan hired me to treat him was quite inclined to admitting him to a mental institution. The mental institution where Lisa was going to work is almost certainly the same one Ed would have been admitted to.
Are you saying that...
That was the last part of the plan. Become his psychiatrist and
What?
torture him.
What? What?
Let's take a look at her medical record. She weighed almost 9 pounds when she was born. At age 11, her appendix was removed.
What is it?
Let me make a quick call.
Does the
Just
dead body have an appendix?
Pat? It's Reyes. Remember the body we brought in yesterday? The blonde girl? Ah, perfect. Can you tell me if she has a scar? The kind you would have from getting your appendix removed? Are you sure? Okay.
Called it.
I can't believe it. It has to be her. It's her.
But no.
No. We were so close.
I'm sorry. It happens a lot.
Unless that body's not
People
her.
like, you tug at the line, and all you have to do is reel it in, but just at the last minute. I wouldn't give it too much more thought right now. We should get some
Oh,
rest.
she found something.
It wasn't my patient.
Oh.
What are you talking about?
Come on, spit it out.
How long ago was Lisa Horowitz released?
Why is that important?
8 years?
God, she got a psychology degree and everything in 8 years?
What was her friend's name? The one who committed suicide.
Veronica Carey.